Wrestling fans, at this time, we have Bob Holly on the podium. Of course, you took that match to Bill Ash in the happening of '87, and you've got the belt, Junior Heavyweight Championship, and we congratulate you, Bob.
I thank you, CJ. You know, I got a few things I need to get off my mind. First of all, I want to thank all those people who came out, supported me last night, the International Night of Champions. I want to thank all of you fans. You know, there's another thing. World Organization Wrestling, you fans didn't realize, but I did, that World Organization Wrestling is doing away with the junior heavyweight class. And what I'm going to do is they're going to put this belt up, so I'm setting this belt aside. But I am happy about one thing. I'm happy that I won, and I earned this belt. I did it all on my own. And with all you fans out there, I had something to prove to you fans and to me also. And I just want to say that I'm turning in this belt, and also I'm happy about I will be the last person in the United States to have my name engraved on a plate with this belt, because I'm the last one to carry this belt. You know, I want to thank all the fans out there for their support. I really appreciate it. And I requested this match with Mr. Ito, who is now in the ring, to prove to you people that I can keep up with the big boys, and I'm going to show you that I'm not a pushover.
Okay, we congratulate you, Bob Holly. We got the match. Here we go in the ring. Bob Holly against Mr. Ito.
Well, CJ, my favorite man there, Bob Holly, took the title away from Bill Ash and proved that he was the caliber of wrestler we at World Organization Wrestling always thought he was. A most capable young athlete, and he proved it by beating an old veteran like Professor Bill Ash. And I was there, watched the match, and boy, what a wrestling match.
It sure was, I tell you. And no one is more deserving than Bob Holly.
Bob Holly's in there with an old scrapper that'll beat you in a heartbeat. And that's Mr. Ito, the Japanese International Heavyweight Champion. Well, Bob Holly's got his hands full with this one.
Mr. Ito's got Bob Holly in an arm bar, putting the pressure on that shoulder, putting his weight on the shoulder.
Working on the tendons of the shoulder and on the elbow. Got that elbow bent the wrong way. Ooh. And that will put some pain on you.
Referee Danny Barlow is asking Bob Holly, you giving it up? No.
Bob Holly, the high-flying young gentleman from Mobile, Alabama, who is the new WOW Light Heavyweight Champion of the world. The big break for Bob Holly.
Mr. Ito working on the shoulder of Bob Holly. Working the arm.
Mr. Ito using Japanese tactics on him. Putting that oh, good. Hooks the arm and takes him over in an arm drag. Mr. Ito still applying the pressure to that shoulder. An arm of Bob Holly.
Of course, you know, Terry, now with Bob Holly, these wrestlers are going to be looking for him, being the World Organization Wrestling Light Heavyweight Champion. They're going to be looking after him.
They're going to be looking for him, but CJ, Bob Holly is looking for them. So they won't find it hard to find Bob Holly. He wants to compete against everybody. The big ones, the small ones, the medium ones, the best, the worst. He wants to wrestle them all. He wants to prove that he is one day going to be one of the greatest wrestlers in the sport of professional wrestling. And so far, he has took off like lightning and proved it 100% by defeating Professor Billy Ash for the light heavyweight title of the world.
Bill Ash took him lightly, to say the least.
Yeah, he took him lightly, but I'm sure he regrets that now.
Oh, yeah. He referred to Bob Holly as a nobody. Well, and Bob showed Bill Ash what the nobody could do.
That's right. He can do a number on you.
Now.
Bob Holly just showing some of the wrestling expertise that he has gathered by keeping Mr. Ito, the Japanese International Heavyweight Champion, down on the mat into a hammerlock. I'm sure by this time Mr. Ito knows that he's gotten in there with a little bit more than he thought he had gotten in there with.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I tell you, good move there by Bob Holly. He's got that arm in kind of a chicken wing.
But the hammerlock rolls him right over on his back.
Whoa. Ito's trying to get the feeling back in that arm, I'll tell you what.
Oh.
Nice move by Ito.
Good move. Drop toe hold by Mr. Ito right into a chicken wing. Boy, you can hear these fans out there pulling for Bob Holly. Pulling for Bob Holly. Holly's in a bad predicament now. Ito's got that chicken wing locked in tight. Japanese style, too, brother. Into an arm bar.
Look at the leverage there, Terry. Ito's putting leverage on him.
Swinging around. He's trying to put that elbow in the back of Holly's neck while leaning on the shoulder and raising back on a straight arm pullback. Now that pulls back. It pulls the shoulder, all the tendons in the shoulder. That right there will pull the shoulder. It'll also pull the elbow, the joint of the elbow. And Ito is applying the pressure to it. Plus, he's got 261 pounds of weight laying on Bob Holly, trying to keep him suffocated down, trying to keep the air out of him. Now, it's extremely hard to breathe when you got 260 pounds sitting on your back and you're laying flat of your face on the floor. So I'm sure Bob Holly will learn from this experience as he's learned every time he's wrestled someone. Boy, he's putting the leverage to him now. Ito's got that knee in. Pulling back on the shoulder, an arm of Bob Holly. The Japanese International Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Ito, versus the WOW Light Heavyweight Champion, Bob Holly, right now in progress.
Bob Holly finally made it up. Ito putting the pressure on that shoulder once again.
Keeping him down, trying to keep him down on that mat. It took Ito about the first 3 minutes to realize that he was in there with a little more than he thought he was. Now he's changed tactics. Now he's changing tactics again. He's got Holly weakened down enough, he's going to start hammering him.
There he goes back on the arm.
That arm. Into a Chinese wrist lock.
I'll tell you what, bending it every which way now.
Well, you can look at the biceps and triceps on Bob Holly and tell that Mr. Ito's got himself an arm full, because those are some pretty big arms on that gentleman. Holly maneuvered out of the Chinese wrist lock and it's put himself more or less into a chicken wing. Now he can maneuver out of this hold, but Mr. Ito is applying that pressure to him.
Putting his weight on Holly's back.
261 pounds on the body of him and leaning. You notice how he leans on that arm? Leaning on it.
He's got Bob Holly flat out on the canvas right now. I tell you what.
And Ito leaning on it. That's going to be a sore arm in the morning, I guarantee you that. If it's not a broke arm. Danny Barlow asking Bob Holly, does he want to give it up? And, knee drop into the shoulder of Bob Holly. Ito is certainly trying his best to weaken him down to nothing. Now Ito into more of a collegiate move now. He's hooked the opposite arm and shoulder. He's turning Holly over for a pin. Good amateur wrestling move here. If this was an amateur wrestling situation on a 1 or 2 count, it'd be pinned.
Bob Holly's trying to bridge out, but Ito's got him tied up.
CJ, let me tell you from experience, when you're put in a predicament such as this, both arms tied up, rolled on your shoulders, 260 pounds laying on top of you, and you can bridge up, you're in good shape. Bob Holly is firing back. He ain't cutting Ito any slack.
Bob Holly's starting to come at Ito. Oh, and Ito goes right back to the arm carry. Right back to that same move.
Name of the game, weaken your opponent down with a hold. Well, one thing, we're seeing some good, solid wrestling in this match. Good amateur moves, good professional moves. A good psychology on Mr. Ito's part. That's one reason he is the Japanese International Heavyweight Champion. Good, solid.
We got Pat Rose has just joined us on the podium. As Bob Holly starts to lay it into Mr. Ito. Shoots him off the ropes.
Good high backdrop. Good leverage by Bob Holly. Oh, there went the bell, CJ. But Holly ain't stopping. He ain't listening to that bell. Good high drop kick. Mr. Ito takes the powder on that one.
Ito wants some more.
The Japanese have a lot of pride, you know. They don't like to take off.
Okay, well, that's
Match is a draw.